The Canadian government wants to disarm law-abiding citizens, while at the same time, criminals are still getting guns every single day. They call it a gun buyback program, but let's be honest, it's not the gangs or carjackers lining up to hand in their firearms. It's the hunters, the sport shooters, and the responsible gun owners who are being punished for following the law. Meanwhile, across the border in Florida, you've got sheriffs actually encouraging citizens to protect themselves, not disarm themselves. So, the civil call want to compare how Florida's sheriff in Santa Rosa County handled home defense versus how Canadian police and politicians approach it. Because the difference says everything about how each country views its citizens, as either trusted adults or people who need to be controlled. About a year ago, Sheriff Bob Johnson from Santa Rosa County made headlines when he said he'd prefer homeowners shoot intruders to save taxpayers' money. His words were blunt. If somebody breaks into your house and you shoot and kill them, the chances of them reoffending are zero, and we like those odds. A lot of people freaked out. Others said, finally, a sheriff who gets it. He didn't just talk tough. He backed it up by offering gun safety courses so citizens could be properly trained. And here's the crazy part. After that press conference, the sheriff said there hadn't been a single home invasion in over a year. Now, maybe that's coincidence, or maybe it's deterrence. Either way, it sent a message. If you break into a home in Santa Rosa County, you might not walk out.
Which homeowner shot at him? I guess they think that they did something wrong, which they did not. If somebody's breaking in your house, you're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County. We prefer that you do, actually. So whoever that was, you're not in trouble. Come see us. We have a gun safety class we put on every other Saturday, and if you take that, you'll shoot a lot better, and hopefully you'll save the taxpayers money. So with that, questions?
Santa Rosa County, and you shoot and kill them, the chances of them reoffending after that are zero, and we like those odds.
Now let's look at Canada, where the message from government and police is the complete opposite. Instead of empowering citizens to protect themselves, Ottawa keeps pushing to take away legal firearms through its so-called Buyback program. Meanwhile, Canadian police repeatedly tell people, don't confront intruders, get to safety and call 911. Here is an example of calling 911 when thugs breaks into your house. Under Section 34 of the Criminal Code, you can defend yourself with reasonable force, but reasonable often depends on how a prosecutor or judge interprets it after the fact. Even when homeowners clearly act in self-defense, they can face criminal investigation and seizure of their firearms just for trying to survive. So while Florida sheriffs are saying, train and defend yourself, Canada's government is saying, hand in your guns and hope for the best.
Victim of a home invasion, we are urging citizens not to take matters into their own hands.
This is more than just a difference in law. It's a difference in philosophy. In the U.S., especially in the South, citizens are seen as part of public safety. In Canada, citizens are seen as a potential problem that government needs to regulate. One culture says, we trust you to protect yourself responsibly. The other says, we'll protect you if we can get there in time. And that's the core issue. It's not just about guns, it's about trust. Do you trust your people or do you fear them? In Santa Rosa County, empowering citizens and standing behind self-defense dropped home invasions to zero. In Canada, disarming citizens and tightening laws hasn't stopped criminals. It's just made good people more vulnerable. So maybe the question we should be asking isn't whether citizens should own guns, it's whether governments should stop treating the law-abiding like criminals. Let me know what you think. Should people have the right to defend their homes the way Florida does? Or should we keep trusting politicians to protect us? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.